You know, we all get these promises. We all get these type of, hey, buy our product and you'll get this, or buy this and you'll get this. And we get these promises, and it's very much, and I always compare it to politics. Listen, I don't like politics. I hate politics. I'm not really a political person. I couldn't care less. For the most part, I poke fun at all of everything, because I think that it's ridiculous that so many people live or die for particular people that basically have no interest in any of us, but and are pretty much the different sides of the same coin. So it's very humorous to me when people are like, oh my god, this person said this, or you're this if you like this. So it's very much I can relate on one aspect, because it's very much like how it is with consoles and stuff like that. But having seen this, I just find this to be pretty humorous. So I kind of wanted to do a video on it and talk about it. So that's one of the reasons why I love doing these videos, because it's just always a lot of fun to kind of go in there and talk about what's happening, and maybe the things that we didn't get that were promised. Like I said, I did a video before about the PlayStation 5 solid state drive. We get that at a really good time. There's obviously a lot of games coming out, and again, we're in a situation where a lot of people play stuff like Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone, and those games take up a big chunk of real estate. So it is nice to see that we are going to have some really cool stuff coming out that we're going to be able to actually go out there and play. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to these consoles, is that we actually have the ability to go out there and play some of these games and stuff like that. So with that being said, I do want to get started, because this is going to be a very interesting topic. I'm sure a lot of you are going to have a lot to say about it. Again, I think Xbox has done a fine job with their comeback, but I also think it's pretty clear that maybe they haven't done as good a job as a lot of people thought, and some of the downgrades and stuff are perplexing, to say the least. So what's up, everybody? It's me, Crapgamer, facting them up once again. Slap that like button. I really do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and we're sitting here rebuilding, doing a good thing, doing the Lord's work, and having just a fun time. So thank you guys very much. You guys have been fantastic, really. So anyway, you guys, you know what? Again, this is just something that I thought was funny, because Xbox is, quote unquote, the most powerful console of all time. And then we see that, stuff like this, where things might have been initially downgraded. Now, what's one of the things that brought you to next generations? If you're a next generation console owner, what's one of the things that really excited you about this generation and brought you into sort of this excitement level for next generation? I would probably wager that a lot of you thought ray tracing, right? I mean, that was the big next gen feature that was absolutely kind of promised, and and I think that that's really super exciting, to say the least. And for me personally, I love the fact that we're getting all of these types of things a lot, and mostly on PlayStation 5, to be honest with you. So while I do wish that Xbox would do more ray tracing, particularly with their first party, I do not understand why the first party is lacking so much in the ray tracing conversation. But it is just strange to me that they don't seem to really be as active on getting that as say the PlayStation 5 games. I mean, the PlayStation 5 stuff really kind of speaks for itself with the ray tracing, particularly in stuff like Ratchet & Clank. It's just really nice to see that. And for me personally, I find it to be just a fantastic thing to see, you know what I mean? So with this, I'm sort of questioning it just a little bit. So the Ascent doesn't have ray tracing on Xbox, on the Series X or the S. Developer Neon Giant confirmed the isometric cyberpunk action RPG only features ray tracing on the PC version. Neon Giant's cyberpunk action RPG, The Ascent, has been turning heads since it was announced last year. I don't know why. Like, this is by the way, so far, this game is rated 62 Metacritic on Xbox Series X. So, alongside its intriguing setting and promise of frantic combat, mixed with dense role-playing mechanics. The game also looks like a visual showcase, and every bit of that has been shown off so far, and what looks quite impressive on multiple fronts. We know that the game is going to support ray tracing and DLSS on PCC, but what about the Xbox Series X? Speaking in an interview, the Ascent's creative director confirmed that ray tracing is a PC-only feature and not included on Xbox. That said, even on Xbox, the game looks incredible and is confirmed to be running at 4K and 60 frames per second. So, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess, but what's your guys' take on this? Like, the lack of ray tracing and features like that. Again, and like, we don't even know for sure if like, you know, if we're going to see a situation where we're gonna have to be, you know, excited, where we could be excited about these ray tracing features on Xbox. I mean, it just does sort of make you kind of question it. You know, are we gonna see anything in the future from that? You know, I hope that we get a lot of exclusive games and stuff like that, because, you know, they're gonna need features to set them apart. Like, for me, I never understood why, you know, we aren't getting ray tracing. Like, is Halo Infinite, is that going to have ray tracing? I just, you know, these are just questions that I sort of have, you know, about the what's going on in the future. Like, I don't think it's wrong to really to have those kind of questions and stuff like that. I want to see what they can do full on board. It's like when you see Forza Horizon 5 and there's no ray tracing actually in the game, you sort of question it and go, well, what's going on here? You know, and I do hope that we get, you know, some answers sooner rather than later, and I hope that these games are good. But again, the Ascent is doing two things as far as I can see. It's a game that is very mid looking, and it's another game that seems like it's nothing but Game Pass filler. So I do hope that we see you know, some stuff that isn't so filler in the future or whatever, just because you know, just because it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. You know, I would love just to see, you know, some great games, some great stuff from Microsoft that fully support everything. You know what I mean? So I do hope to see that, and I do hope to see, you know, fans kind of, you know, be wary of this and call this out a little bit, right? Like, why is it that, you know, so many people are, you know, refuse to call out any kind of issues and stuff like that, like this? I don't understand it personally, and, you know, I think that, you know, when it comes to kind of making excuses and stuff like that, there's a lot of apologists out there for Xbox. But why is it that every game that they hype up tends to, you know, carry some kind of caveat or some kind of thing that you know, it's not working right, or it's not coming out right, or whatever? So I've yet to see any Xbox fans really mention this or call out the fact that this game is scoring low Metacritic again, or that, you know, that it's not exactly offering the graphical showpiece that was kind of, you know, indicated or promised. So, you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. But for me, you know, I don't know. You get tired of all the promises and all the nonsense, but I hope that it gets, you know, that good things come from it, and, you know, we actually do get to see some games that utilize it, because ray tracing, to me personally, is just an absolutely incredible experience when they do it right. So I love seeing that, and, you know, I can't wait to see you know, what happens in the future with it. So with that being said, I do appreciate each and every one of you. How do you guys feel about the lack of ray tracing features, the lack of, you know, next gen features on pretty much everything that, you know, that they have to kind of to showcase? You know, I just would really appreciate it. You know, I would love some kind of information from you guys. Just let me know what you think. So, you know, very curious to see what you guys think, and pretty much how you guys are dealing with this. You know, just as fans, I would love to see exactly how you guys feel. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. It's been very much an interesting time, an interesting situation, and I would love to hear some of your guys' feedback. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. You're amazing. Have a fantastic day. Absolutely. Fact 'em up. Rack 'em up, Crapgamer 'em up. And oh, by the way, make sure you guys you know, keep hitting that like button, slap the like button and things like that. It does help out the channel, and, you know, it really does mean a lot to me personally. So if you guys are so inclined, make sure to do that. I got some big stuff coming. You know, just right now there's a lot of I'm doing a lot of work, and and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more difficult to get out there and do everything that I'd like to do, or do the amount of the quality and things that I have planned. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys very much for rocking out with me. Have a fantastic day. Crapgamer out.